Hello, everyone. Very glad to be here with you. Welcome to our day 13 of our 21 journey together. I am Sonali from France, and I'm very delighted to be here with you. I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga since childhood. I've had this chance to have it incorporated in my education, and a little reminder for you to prepare your foot soak. Mine is ready as well. I'll join with you of having your bucket filled with water with some salt inside, some water to rinse your feet, and a towel. If you are new tonight and you would like to review what we have already covered on the last 12 days, you can watch the recordings on our website. And in the end of our program, you can join a breakout room to ask your questions. You can also request a mentor. To request a mentor, you can fill up the form that will appear in our Zoom chat. If you've already requested one, please just give us some time to find for you the right mentor. Another important announcement that we have tonight is that after the 21 days that are happening now, we will have a 2-week break, and then we'll start a follow-up session for 7 weeks, 2 times a week. That will be Wednesday and Sundays. So, yesterday we've seen the second chakra that we call the Swadhisthana, related to our pure desire to ascend. And today we will talk about our third energy center, our Nabhi chakra, which is connected to this feeling of being contented in our daily life. So today we will have 2 presenters. First one who will do a short introduction on what is our Nabhi chakra, a guided foot soak. Then we'll have a video of Shri Mataji that we will listen to. Then we'll have some nice music to accompany you through the state of meditation. And then we'll have our second guided meditation. And we'll finish our session with a Q&A, question and answers, if you have anything to ask us in the end. Sahaja Yoga is always free. We cannot make you pay for something like your self-realization, and you cannot buy your inner growth. So without any further ado, let's introduce our presenters tonight. So if Maev and Elizabeth, you can come forward, tell a few words about yourself.
Hello.
Hello. So,
uh, I am Elizabeth. Um, I live in Romania. I'm French originally, um, and I moved here in Romania for marital reasons. I've been meditating with Sahaja Yoga from the last 15 years, and been enjoying a lot, growing a lot throughout the, the spiritual process. I am a PR, communication department here, working here in Romania. And I'm very happy to be with all of you.
thank you so much, Elizabeth. I guess we have some little technical issue with our second presenters. It will not affect our session. So, without any further ado, we'll start. Elizabeth, we leave
Okay.
leave it to.
So, today we're going to talk about the third chakra, the Nabhi. So the Nabhi chakra is basically located around the area physically on the belly. You have learned this throughout the weeks that we have three different channels. So you will have the left Nabhi, you will have the center Nabhi, and you will have the right Nabhi. When we meditate and when the Kundalini goes throughout our subtle body, it enlightens its qualities. And the qualities that appear in this chakra are peace, balance, contentment, and spiritual evolution. This chakra is really the source of our pure seeking, our spiritual growth. And as you can see, is also located on your hands. As you know, the chakras are also located in your hands when you feel um, in the meditation. So you can see number 3 on the hand. This chakra is really important for the settlement of the peace that we have inside of us. When we meditate, we want to reach this peace, this satisfaction in us. And when it's established in us, our environment transforms, our families, our personal also journey. We settle our job, our families, our friends, everything that we need to have in a balanced way will be fulfilled if we improve this chakra. Your meditation daily will help you to find your balance and to be always in the present and to always focus your journey in the present and find this balance, this peace. And when you find that, then you reach here the Sahasrara, where we become thoughtless. We don't think anymore. We are absolutely in silence. So this chakra, the third chakra, help us to improve that. When when we are hungry and when we want to eat something and when we eat, we feel satisfied. Well, this chakra with the meditation is improved through that, through the meditation. So one element that's very important is the water. You've been these last few days experiencing the foot soak. Foot soak is you have prepared that already, so you know what I'm talking about. So the water will help us to settle, to cool down the Nabhi and to find that peace. At the end of the day, in the evening or even in the day, if you need, you just put your feet in the foot soak and you relax, right? You know that sensation because you have been experiencing that these last few days. So let's not talk too much and make the experience. First, we will then do the meditation. So let's rise our Kundalini together. Up, top. We do it a second time. Let's feel the Kundalini rising when we do that. Let's try to not be a mechanical process and just have the desire to feel that energy with us. Now we do the 7 bandhan. So we do it 7 times. Now we can put our feet in the water. If you have put it already, that's fine, no problem. We just sit comfortably. We can put our both hands towards the earth. Close our eyes and relax. Let's leave all the fog that we have, all the tensions, whatever we have inside of us, let it be completely absorbed by the earth. And let the water also absorb any unsatisfaction we have. We continue slowly by putting now the attention on the Nabhi. So we will place our hand first here, the belly. Where is our Nabhi? Center Nabhi. And we ask this inner energy, our Kundalini, really with pure desire, to enlighten this chakra and to bring only peace and spiritual evolution. We can also give a bandhan to clear out. So we make a round circle clockwise. We put that any tension that we have in the Nabhi in the water. Let's continue on the left Nabhi, the left side. And here we ask our Kundalini to enlighten the quality of generosity, well-being in our families. We can give us also here a bandhan to clear out. And we put in the water. We do it 2 times until you feel that it's cooling. Let's continue. We put now the hand on the right Nabhi. And here we ask our inner energy, Kundalini, to help us to improve the balance of every action we do. So here in the Nabhi is our peaceful attention. We can give a bandhan here again to get rid out all blockages, and we put in the water. We can place back our hand on the central Nabhi. And ask this Kundalini, this energy, to enlighten and fulfill this chakra. You can say to yourself, I am peace. I am peace. I am peace. Let's bring this attention now, that peace, in our fontanelle. So we gently raise Kundalini. We make a massage here on the fontanelle. We can do it a second time. We can do it a third time. And check if we feel the Kundalini above our Sahasrara. We can try with the other hand. You can check on your hand and see if you feel tingling. I gently invite you to bring that peace also in your heart. Put that hand on your heart. And again, here on the fontanelle. Let's take a deep breath. Can gently open our eyes and we can feel the difference now. We can stay in that state of thoughtless, of silence, and we can clean our feet with the water. Gently, you can stay in that state of silence. And I invite you now to listen to the talk of speech of the founder of Sahaja Yoga, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, while we are in meditation.
We have to seek the eternal. We have to seek the eternal, and the transitory is to be used in moderation, in its own limitation, and in its full understanding. Today's problems of ecology, this, that, all these things come from human error, and the human error is because they have not found out the eternal. When you find out the eternal, then you become a balanced personality. Absolutely a balanced personality. And the balance comes from divine wisdom. All the problems today are because human beings are not at that level of self-knowledge. Because human beings are still relatively living. One person thinks this is good, another thinks this is good, and that's how we exploit each other, we exploit the nature, we create problems, and everything repels on us because transitory things, as you know, are transitory because they have inbuilt quality to get destroyed. They get destroyed, and gradually we learn from them how to destroy. But human beings are the epitome of evolution. God has created human beings as the highest creation. Maybe we have been given freedom, a complete freedom to choose. If we want to go to heaven, we can go. If we want to go to hell, we can go. So this freedom we have been acting on, we can say as trial and error, error and trial. And ultimately, a stage has to reach where we start thinking, what mistake did we commit? Where did we go wrong? And there we have to realize that the eternal we have not sought. We see this miracle, say, of flowers. We see the flowers, how beautiful they are, created by nature. We can't create even one of them. Spontaneously, they appear according to the different categories they belong. The choice, such a big choice. All this and many other such living things are done by this divine power. But we take it for granted. We just take it for granted. And the greatest thing that has happened is that today human beings are brought to this level that now they have become divine computers. They can become divine computers. It's a very beautiful thing that is ahead of us. Only thing we should know that we have to grow into that new awareness. This is called as the one that we call knowledge. Knowledge is not mental knowledge. By reading, you do not become. Kabira once said that by reading too much, the great learned people have become stupid. First I used to think, how can that be? Padi padi pandita murakha bhai. I used to think, by reading, how can people become stupid? The thing is, when you read, all others are in your head, but you are not there. And this is, I find today, that we think by reading will become the knowledge. Knowledge will be, but that's not a absolute knowledge. That's not. That is a relative knowledge. To get to the absolute knowledge, you have to become something. You have to become the spirit. And once you become the spirit, this knowledge is just manifested. It can be manifested even in a little child, and a child can know. It's a subjective knowledge, you can say, but absolute. It is not arbitrary, it's collective. You put 10 children who are realized and ask them, what's wrong with this person? Immediately they'll raise the same finger. This is the thing. Now ask that person, something wrong with your throat? Are you suffering from some trouble? He'll say, yes, how do you know? These children are telling me. So only the decoding is needed afterwards. That what's wrong with you? What finger is burning? What is the problem? And what does it relate to? You have to just know how to correct it. And once you know the art of correcting it, you can correct and you can perfect it. It's very easy to master this art. Of course, you must know you can't pay for anything like this. How much did we pay to the Mother Earth when she sprouted the seeds? If it's a living process, you don't pay for anything. Living process do not understand money. How can you pay for these flowers when you have to pay to the Mother Earth? Of course you can pay to the florist, that's a different point. But to the Mother Earth you cannot pay. She does all the job without any payment. In the same way, this is a living process, and you must know that you cannot pay for it. Anybody who says that I'm doing God's work, I'm doing this work for emancipation of your soul and all that, and takes money, tell him that he should redeem his own soul first. You cannot pay for it. You cannot put in effort also, because it is a spontaneous thing. Sahaja means saha, with, ja, born, with you, is the right of this union with the divine, is the yoga. For this you cannot pay, nor can you command, nor can you demand. You cannot ask. It just works. So it's so simple. Now some people say, Mother, how can it be so simple? Anything that is vital, isn't it simple? As soon as we are born, we know how to breathe. Who teaches us how to breathe? Automatically, we start breathing. Anything that is important has to be simple, cannot be complicated.
We can now stay in silent meditation. You can open your hands, close your eyes. Let these words and the silence become a state, and we'll accompany this state with some music. After this beautiful music, we will keep our attention on the top of our head. And we can feel the peace from there, from our fontanelle. We will now go deeper in our meditation, and just to relax fully, we can give ourselves a neck massage. We can just nicely and gently massage a little bit the neck area. Let's put our attention on our navel with the right hand directly on our center Nabhi chakra. And we will more here go in silent meditation and thanking our Kundalini to sustain our self-realization and to sustain our evolution. We can take a deep breath and keep attention in our navel and on top of our head. And then slowly and nicely we will put our right hand on the left side of the Nabhi. And there we can thank our Kundalini for the peace, for the quality of generosity, auspiciousness, and satisfaction in all aspects of our lives. There again, we can deeply breathe and thank you. Thank the Kundalini to fulfill all those beautiful qualities. We can put our right hand back on the lap and take the left hand on the right hand side on our liver, so on the right side of the navel. And for this aspect of our Nabhi, we can thank our Kundalini to take care of all family and money worries. And thank our Kundalini for all the contentment. We can put our hand back on the lap and we will slowly and with full attention raise our Kundalini on our central channel to invite our Kundalini to rise and to settle on top of our head. And we can do it 3 times. The 3rd time, we can lift up our hand above the Sahasrara, above the fontanelle, and see for ourselves if we can feel anything in this space between the top of the head and the hand. And we keep on breathing deeply and softly. We can put our hand back on the lap and try the same thing with the other hand, as our feeling may be different from one hand to the other. We can let our hand rest on the lap and stay for 1-2 more minutes in meditation. If you have any thoughts, you can just ask to your Kundalini to please absorb all the thoughts and express the desire to be in meditation. Slowly we are going to open our eyes and just lift up our hands just to feel if there's any changes from the beginning of the meditation. And then together we will rise our Kundalini and make the bandhans as we did at the beginning. We just take our time to do that. And then we can join our hands to thank our Kundalini. And I will now let Sonali take over and give announcement. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Maya, for this very peaceful meditation. We are now arriving at the end of our session. So, for today, we have a few handouts which are available on the website on the third energy center, the Nabhi, with the affirmations for left, right, and center. That was for today. Tomorrow, we will see the next energy center, the fourth one on the heart. So we call it the heart chakra, and we will explore more the innate qualities of unconditional love, of compassion, security, and fearlessness that lies within ourselves. You can now request a mentor. The form will be shared in the Zoom chat, so you can fill up that form. You can also join our community on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp, you'll receive daily messages and course reminders. So this link will also be shared in our Zoom chat. And of course, you can find all the live sessions, all the recorded sessions, and the handouts on our website that you will find here and through our QR code.
So now we are arriving to the end. So you can go to breakout rooms to meet a Sahaja Yogi, a person practicing Sahaja Yoga for a long time, to help you out with questions. We really encourage you to go to the breakout rooms because you can have a very individual session with lots of discussion if this is what you need. Or we will now have also our Q&A session. You can write to me directly any of your questions. We will be very happy to answer. And for our question and answer, I will invite Maev and our dear Elizabeth to come back.
Hey.
Hi. So thank you again, both of you, for the lovely meditations that you shared with us today, that you were able to make us go through this piece that was really described in the qualities in that this chakra enables us to have. So here we have our first question. Our first question, which is quite intricate actually. So the third energy center relates to many aspects of our daily life, such as our home, food, family, and work life. Since you've been practicing Sahaja Yoga, what has changed in your relationship to these aspects? So family, work, and home. Elizabeth, if you want to give us an answer.
Okay, so yes, it has improved a lot of things. So Nabhi help us to balance and to keep a certain harmony in our lives. So if I talk about food, I talk about eating more healthy. I talk about cooking things more, close to Mother Earth, and things that will help my physical being to be okay, because what we eat is what we show, right? So uh, that is very important. Meditation helps you to really be aware about that and take care of what you eat and how you eat. The family side, yes, I am married and I have a little girl. So when you have a children, when you have a family, yes, you Nabi, this aspect of the Nabi is very important because it helps to balance, to keep the harmony in the family, right? So if I'm calm, if I'm peaceful, if my husband is peaceful, and if my daughter is peaceful, it creates an echo in the house. And I realized that it has also helped our families. I mean, my mother, my father, out, my mother-in-law. If we have this energy inside of us that has it impact the others, right? And they feel that. They feel like, wow, they're very calm, they're very peaceful. So that's, what do they do? Well, they meditate. And the third aspect, which was, sorry, I don't remember.
I think it was work that was
Yes,
the one
work
you
balance.
talk about.
Work balance is really important, especially when uh, you have to take care of many things in your life, and especially with children. So yes, I've seen many difference and many changes in that, to have a time for everything. You create a balance for your work, for your family, for the children, for everything that you have to do, basically, for anyone, right? So yes, it's a benefit on so many levels. And I I would say that yes, without my meditation, I wouldn't be able to balance all of that. Obviously, it's 100%.
Nice. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. It's true that family is a bit intimate, and but it's true that when we manage to establish peace in our small family cell, then that cell can also like emanate to other people. We have another question here. So, I felt vibrations on the right hand side, and in both hands, I felt cool. Secondly, I have a low appetite. So, would you suggest meditating and focusing on Nabhi chakra? If so, how often in a week? Maya, you want to answer? Oh no, the sound has gone bad. We were lucky during the meditation. No. Okay. Then, yeah, I guess we'll answer with Elizabeth. Yeah.
Okay. So, can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah. One, but doesn't really have a question with it. So I felt vibrations on the right hand side, and in both hands, I felt cool. To that, I would say that's great. All we want is for you to have experiences. If you feel cool, it's an experience. If you feel vibrations on the like on the right side, it's an experience, and that's really, really great. The second was I have low appetite, so would you suggest meditating and focusing on Nabhi chakra? If so, how often a week?
Yeah, there is something that you do like I said at the beginning, the food soak is really helpful for the Nabhi and for the whole subtle system. So this specific thing that we do as a food soak really help us to clean out subtly this part of the Nabhi, and it enlightens certain question that we have about what I'm going to eat, how I'm going to eat, or whatever action I have to do in my life, right? So I guess I would invite you to continue to do that, and meditate regularly as you can, and don't force yourself. I think it's really important to not force yourself. Just go through the journey and see how the changes are happening in your life, if they correspond to you, if they're helpful, if they fit you. And I'm sure this problem with the food will be solved for sure.
Yeah, I guess no pressure. Also, everybody have different appetites. Everyone has different metabolism, so that really also plays a role. I'm a nurse, so so those are little things that we've studied, not as in depth, of course, as a nutritionist, for example, but still went over it. As long as it doesn't create like a big health issue, uh, focusing on the Nabhi chakra is one way to get through it. Um, Also, usually low appetite people, they are very, very dynamic. So if that's the case, also you can do those foot soaks that we've introduced since a week. That can also help. And I would say the best way to keep your Nabhi chakra happy is to feel satisfied.
Yeah.
So, yeah, these are small things, but sometimes we don't realize that we're dissatisfied. There's another question here. Is there any center in Germany, collective center in Germany? Yes. So you can go to the breakout rooms where there are some German-speaking people. They can definitely tell you where to go, how to go. But we do have centers in Germany, mainly the big towns. And I would invite you to connect with our German breakout room. So now we have another question coming in. Feeling satisfied and peaceful are qualities of the Nabhi chakra. How have you grown in developing these qualities, even when you faced challenges in life? Maybe we can see if Maeve's
Yeah.
microphone is working again. No, it's still not working. So sorry. But your nice smile is accompanying us and is also giving us some peace. You're
Yeah.
feeling your part of the job.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Maybe you can start to reply, Sonali, of the question, and I will add. This.
Yeah. Well, that's funny because it kind of continues on what we were saying, but feeling satisfied and peaceful is our innate qualities of the Nabis, but then we find out that in our life sometimes we are not satisfied at all, or we are not feeling peaceful. For example, if I'm always stressed, or if I'm thinking about something, or if I feel uncomfortable about some situation happening again and again, most likely I am not in peace inside. Usually, what happens when we have that peace inside is that even if there's an unforeseen situation, then we have that moment where maybe we can have a little reaction, but then our second immediate reaction will be like, oh, wait, I can take a step back. And then instead of reacting like feeling like, oh my God, I'm so angry, I'm not feeling good as well, and all these kind of things, you will feel like, okay, what's the solution? And actually, you will not go through all these emotional phases, but you'll just go straight for the solution. So it just ease up life, I would say. And um, these are qualities that we can practice every day because as it's when we face challenges that we can see actually if we have developed those qualities enough or as much as we've wanted to, or if we see that we can develop them more. That would be my part of the answer.
Yeah, I will add a little something. My daughter always show me my my weakness and my strength. It's really interesting because these little ones they look at you and they're like, okay, you have to show me. If I do something wrong, you have to show me because you are telling me I made a mistake, but you're not showing me, right? So about the peace, you can tend to be sometimes angry with people and that, and they look at you, yeah, but you're not peaceful, so show me how to be peaceful, right? So this is very tricky, and meditation helps you to really look at that. I think it helps you like to introspect a bit yourself and okay, I still have to work that out. So okay, let's take the challenge and do it. And slowly with the time you improve yourself. I think at the beginning you have to be very kind with yourself. We are not perfect, no one is, but we are trying to be, and the meditation helps you to improve that very much throughout the time, the day, the month, the years. You will see the difference, you will see it, and you will look at yourself like, wow, really, I did that. I have been able to change that. So especially now in this chaotic world where there's so many people looking for that peace, they're looking for that, right? So you need at some point to stay calm and look at that and look at the world and say, okay, I need to be peaceful. I need to bring that so that these can change, right? Otherwise, who is going to do it?
Oh, that's so true. That's so true. Yeah, I think for both peace and satisfaction, you really have to take a time and like when something happens, you're like, pause.
Yeah,
Am I having a peaceful reaction?
yeah,
Or like, am I looking like I'm satisfied? And I think these moments where you just like completely pause and question yourselves are the one that will help you see it. But then through meditation, the thing is that the process eases up. Like it becomes easy to slowly integrate it in your life. Because if you manage to meditate morning and evening, you start your meditation peacefully. And then in the end of the day, you manage to come back to that peace. So it's quite interesting for you to try it out for yourself. And then you tell us what has been your experience. We have another question here. So, too much attention on money and material things can distract us from pursuing our spiritual growth. How has this changed since you've been practicing Sahaja Yoga? That's also a big question. Basically, I think this Nabhi chakra, that third energy center, is encompass everything that we have in our life, meaning like family, work, job, our house, material belongings, the money. So yes, it is true. We have all those things. And if we indulge probably so much in these things, then we don't indulge as much in our spiritual growth. And meditating every day through the Sahaja Yoga practice that we are sharing with you has allowed, again, it's a simple thing. It's just that in the morning I wake up, I'm trying to meditate. So the first thing I think about isn't how much money will I make today? Where is my wife gone or my husband gone or all these kind of things. But it will be, okay, I have to meditate. And then that first thing that I connect to when I come to my day, when I get up, is that peace. And same again at the end of the day, after going through so much, at the end of the day, like, okay, I can relax, I'll let go these problems for a few minutes, I meditate. And so this practice of Sahaja Yoga has helped grow into feeling detached about it, as in not feeling so much affected by maybe my money situation or my job situation or my family situation, but it will help me go through it with more security.
Yeah, absolutely. I am joining on what you're saying. Um, the material approach, I think, okay, we work, we eat, we need to sustain ourselves. That's completely normal as human being. And we need to provide everything to our family and also to the society. And through the meditation help you to somehow not really, you don't focus on that. Like you do what you have to do and thing comes along in your way. I realize very much. The Nabhi has the particularity to enlighten this giving, generosity part, because you feel so kind and so peaceful, so you want to share that, you want to give to others. And the moment you give, you receive. And you have so many things in your material life, personal life that settle. And you didn't really ask for it, it just happened right on your way. Um, so then it's fulfilled, but it was not in your attention. You're not like, oh, I want this, I want this car, I want this house. It's okay, why not? If it's possible, yeah, I will try to have it and I will make whatever I can to do it, but it's not like something I'm holding on to, right? There's a bigger purpose, and things come their way because you are generating inside of you this energy that is providing in you so many benefits. So obviously things come along your way in so nice thing, and there are also things coming out of your life. The things that you don't need for your evolution, they naturally come out. And you're like, okay. And the other positive things come along your way. So yeah, it's something that happened and you just leave the energy doing it. I feel.
Yeah, that's true. I guess the last thing that we can add is that on this third energy center, we talk about seeking because that's where we're hungry. So we seek food, then we need a shelter. So we seek a job, then we need to provide that for our family. So we will find what we can to provide that. So it's the energy center that allows us to seek. And when we've explored all this, like say, we find that money is maybe not so important for me. Then we find, okay, maybe my family life is stable, so I don't need to worry so much about it. Then, okay, I have a stable job, then I don't need to worry so much about it again. Then what else to seek? And usually that's where we turn towards our spirituality and we're like, maybe there's more. Maybe I can continue to grow. Maybe I can connect to something bigger than myself. And that's why sometimes we call you the seekers, because you've come here to seek for something and hopefully you get it through our sessions. So yeah, we're all in this journey together.
We are.
Okay, I don't have any more questions coming in. Maybe Maev, if you want to say the final word. It's a coded word, but it's the final one. Thank you. Okay, thank you, both of you, for bringing your smile and your wonderful energy. Thank you for guiding this meditation. And we will see you, all of you, tomorrow, hopefully. Please have a good evening and enjoy.